The new RITFIT M2 3D is finally here. Has RITFIT found the secret sauce to perfecting Smith machines? And will this budget beast all-in-one home gym take the throne in 2026? Today we are putting it to the test. Stability, features, and of course, value. The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and RITFIT has been making some massive waves in the home gym community with smart design choices, improved performance, and of course, bargain basement discount pricing. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the M2 3D, but if you're new to the channel, I will tell you, 5 years ago, I wasn't overly impressed with RITFIT. But over the past 2 years, they have been dropping nothing but bangers. Their M1 2.0 was solid, and I was really impressed with their Buffalo all-in-one home gym. But the new M2 3D is ready to take the crown with a fix to the biggest problem with all Smith machines. The installation from unboxing to completion was only 3 hours thanks to RITFIT's exceptionally detailed install video. Now, if you're not an army of one like me and you have a second set of hands, you can easily shave an hour or more off that timetable. Now, the M2 3D comes in at 86 inches high, meaning it's going to fit in your garage, your basement, or even your bedroom. The M2 3D utilizes 14 gauge steel. It has 1-inch holes with every other hole being numbered. It also has aluminum pulleys, which we'll discuss a little bit later in today's video. The M2 3D comes in 2 different versions. You have the more budget-friendly option that you see behind me, which is plate-loaded, and you have the more expensive but also more convenient selectorized version that they sell. All-in-one home gyms continue to be all the rage this year, but for good reason. So many of you have a very small space for your home gym, but you've got big gain dreams. You don't want to sacrifice on the versatility in your training. By going with something like the M2 3D, you literally get it all. You get the multi-grip pull-up bar, you get the Smith machine, the functional trainer, the ability to do low rows, modified lat pull downs. You can do landmine work, you can do dip attachments, and you get a half rack, all without taking up your entire garage or your entire wallet. Smith machines are a great tool for a home gym user. If you're training home alone, these things allow you to self-spot, so you've got that added security. And if you are looking to add tons of volume into your workouts, but you don't want to crush your central nervous system, Smith machines are the way to go. But there's a problem. Almost every Smith machine moves in a linear path, straight up and down, and that does not mimic a barbell path in terms of your training whatsoever.
No.
That, my friends, is where the brand new M2 3D from RITFIT shines. They fixed the problem. They set the Smith machine up so that it not only moves up and down like a true Smith machine, but with one pull of a pin, you're able to move this in a horizontal motion while training, meaning your lifts are going to better mimic a true travel path of a barbell. It is literally the best of both worlds. You get that buttery smooth Smith machine motion, but you get a much more natural bar travel path. You are able to tack on a ton of volume. It's going to be more natural on your body and your joints, and it's not going to crush your central nervous system. But if you happen to want to go back to the old style of Smith machines, you just undo the pop pin and boom, you're right there.
If you made it this far in the video, please use the affiliate links in the description. They are ice cold, or at least that's how I feel. Also, give this video a like and hit the subscribe button. It does help out the channel.
The functional trainer comes with a 2-to-1 ratio and a smooth motion courtesy of these aluminum pulleys. Now, I know everyone on the Home Gym Discord loves to argue that it's not about plastic versus aluminum. It's about the bearings on the inside. And yes, they would be correct. But on average, plastic pulleys not only cost the company less, they also provide worse performance. When you go with aluminum, on average, you tend to get better performance, and that's what we have here with the M2 3D. You can adjust the height on this functional trainer by simply pulling this pop pin and moving it up or down. You can, of course, turn this knob and really tighten it down in order to get this super solid. But in my training with this thing, I never bothered, and it didn't affect the performance or the feel one bit. As far as the height of these functional trainer handles, I found them to be perfect. I am 6'1" and doing all different types of exercises like tricep pushdowns, reverse cable flies. I didn't feel like I really needed it to be way more above my head than it currently stands. If you happen to be the 1% of the entire world that's over 6'4" in height, yes, you may find that it's a little bit short. You can do a low row with this functional trainer. They provide a nice foot plate in order to lock your feet in for when you're pulling. Keep in mind, if you are ultra strong, like me, you're gonna wanna make sure you have metal plates and thin metal plates at that in order to load up the pin, because you got that 2-to-1 ratio, and I know some of you are rowing ultra heavy. Now you can absolutely do modified pull downs when it comes to the M2 3D. Typical pull down, the weight is almost like right above your head and you pull it straight down. Because of the positioning of this pulley, you're going to have the weight slightly in front of you. Now, when you do that motion, you're still absolutely going to feel it in your back, but it's going to be slightly off. And that's one of the trade-offs you're going to have to make with the M2 3D, which I will discuss further when I go over my final thoughts. Now, for those of you that do some crazy Spider-Man type of functional training and you want an extremely long cable travel length, I really wouldn't worry about it when it comes to the M2 3D. You get so much travel length. I don't know what you're gonna do with all of it, but there you go, you've got it. I will say this is the plate-loaded version. You are gonna have a reduced travel length with the selectorized version. The J-cups and safeties that RITFIT provides with the M2 3D have a nice lining here to protect your barbells so they're not gonna get all scratched up. And they come with a 660-pound weight capacity, just above your strongest lifts. Now, when it comes to buying groceries, vehicles, toilet paper, and yes, home gym equipment, so many of you are using the price point as your motivating factor from choosing one item over another. And that is where RITFIT shines. They deliver on tons of value. Remember, price is what you pay, but value is what you get. And when you buy something from RITFIT, at least the stuff that I've been reviewing from them lately, I'm gonna tell you, they over-deliver on my expectations where the price comes in versus where the equipment comes in. So what's the actual price of the M2 3D? Well, RITFIT does something that a lot of companies over different industries do, and that is they have the retail price on their website, and then of course they've got sales and coupons and discount codes, and we are in the midst of Black Friday. The price on this thing is changing almost daily. So when I go to edit this bad boy of a video, before I post it, I am gonna put the price point of the plate-loaded version right here. And if you wanna go with the selectorized version, is gonna be right here. It's clearly gonna cost more, but you're gonna get more of a convenience. But where do these price points stand in the grand scheme of things? Well, let's take a look at the Rep Fitness Athena, a fantastic product that delivers a power rack and a functional trainer. If you go with that route, you're gonna look at close to $4 grand to get it delivered. And if you wanted to tack on a Smith machine for that added versatility, you got to tack on an additional $1,000 on top of that. You can clearly see there is a wide disparity between what RITFIT charges and what other companies are charging for the same functionality in this equipment. And that money that you save on going with the M2 3D is probably going to be money that you can spend on other home gym equipment or just money that you don't have to take out of your wallet. And now it's time. It's time for the most important part of today's video, my final thoughts. And when it comes to the RITFIT M2 3D, I've been using it clanging and banging here in my garage gym for 3 weeks, and it absolutely has over-delivered on what I had expected when it came in. The fact that they fixed the Smith machine's major flaw is absolutely bananas. And with this rack, you can literally do any type of training program you can dream up. 5-3-1, powerlifting, bodybuilding, hypertrophy. You can even do sport-specific athletic training. Heck, you can even do CrossFit and high rocks on this thing. One of the beautiful aspects of going with an all-in-one is that you literally make one purchase and you're done. You get the M2 3D, it comes with the J-cups and the safeties, it comes with that low row foot plate, it comes with a bunch of handles to utilize for bicep curls, tricep pushdowns, and as well as pull downs. On top of that, you get the landmine attachment and the dip handles. But it also comes with some nice to haves. You got barbell storage in the back, you got that bar across the back that allows you to store your J-cups and your safeties. But we all know you can't go budget without making some trade-offs, without having some sacrifices. Most of the issues are minor, but I do want to point them out. Number one has to be the uprights. This is not what is considered standard. Standard uprights here in America are 3x3 with 1-inch holes, meaning you can utilize other P companies, J-cups and safeties and some of the nice attachments that have come out with your standard power rack or half rack, and you're not going to be able to do that with the M2 3D. Also, the Smith machine barbell is nice. It gets the job done. It does have some knurling, but the knurling on there is rather passive, and the thickness of the bar is probably going to be a few millimeters larger than you typically would want with your barbells. Another small nuisance has to be the plate loading. There's just a lot of stuff going on inside this rack, and having to get in there and then load your plates on and then put the clips on the outside to make sure that those plates don't shift, and also making sure that each side of the loading pins is even and balanced so that you get that nice buttery smooth motion on the pulleys that we want is a bit of a nuisance. I would say if you have the money, definitely go with the selectorized version. It's going to be much easier to just pull a pin and place it where you want and go about your business. It's a beautiful thing when all of the issues you can find with a budget piece of equipment turn out to be minor. I don't care if you're advanced or beginner, if you're looking for a complete all-in-one home gym on a budget, you gotta consider the RITFIT M2 3D. If you made it this far in the video, you, my friend, are an absolute legend. Two other things that are legendary, these two videos. Give those a watch, use the links in the description, they do support the channel, and of course, never save anything for the trip back.
I'll be right back.